Okay, I hope you guys are ready for a little story. So, I started a hat today. I had already finished the chocolate cupcake one. I was starting on the strawberry one, which is going to be a really, really light pink yarn with a red cherry on top, and that's going to be a really cute hat, and it's going to be a little bit bigger than the chocolate one. Anyways, so I was working on that today during lunch, and the way it was sitting was I had a Philly Dash over here and Gollum over there, and they were throwing a peach back and forth because it wasn't ripe, so it was really hard and it was kind of cold, like frozen like, I don't even know, but they were throwing it back and forth, and then Gollum throws it right there, and I just with my crocheting, like I drop my hook, I still have my crocheting in my other hand, I just grab on like this and I throw my face into my backpack, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, Taylor, you're right." And I start crying my eyes out. I am just sobbing and I'm shaking, and I had like bitten my tongue. I knew I was bleeding, and I had like this big, it just hurt, and it was so sudden, and I was sobbing, and then they kept asking, "Do you want to go to the nurse? Do you want to go to the nurse?" And I just nodded my head, and they helped me up. And I wasn't wearing my shoes because I was wearing flip-flops. So Kayla was like, "You want me to bring your stuff?" And I was like, and I was just crying. I was like, it was so embarrassing. And I like had drool coming out, and I had tears running down my face, and I was just holding it like this, and I felt like a little kid. And I was just crying, and the nurse came, and she's like, "Oh, what happened?" And she's like, "She got hit in the head." And she had to ask them my name, and they felt horrible, and I was just like, and then when I caught my breath and I wasn't sobbing, I was telling them it was an accident, don't be sorry, and they're still sorry, and I feel bad, but it's okay, because I know they're going to be watching this, it's okay. I'm fine now. I just got a little small bump right there. It's a little sore, but, who cares? A little bump never hurt anyone. And, oh gosh, I was sobbing, and I had my phone in my hand because I didn't have any pockets in the outfit I was wearing. But I had my phone, and I handed it to Gollum while I was still, like, sobbing. I had it in my lap, and I was just like, and I was holding ice with my other hand. It was, oh, hold on. I have to show you. I was holding it like this, and I was like, and I was just, like, pushing it towards her, and she's like, you want me to text Matt for you? Deeply. She's like, "You want me to text him for you?" And I was just like, and, she was like, "You want me to tell him what happened?" And I just nodded, and in her text she was like, "I feel horrible, like I'm hoping that you like yell at me or punch me or something, like I feel really bad." And then the bell rang, and they went to class, and he was like, "How bad is it? Is she okay?" And I was like, I'm fine, I'm shaking, but I'm stopping crying, the ice is helping." And I walked into English, and we have been reading Beowulf. If you haven't read it or studied it, it's a really like Anglo-Saxon, way medieval, like German warriors type thing, and it's awesome. And so I walked in, and I was telling people, yeah, I got into like this epic battle of good and evil, and my foe knocked my sword out of my hand, so I took out my trusty dagger, and right as I stabbed him to death, his steed kicked me in the head, and I had to attend to my wounds, At least I won. And a bunch of people were just laughing. It was so much fun, though. I missed the vocabulary words, though, because I came in late. But that's okay, I'll be able to get them. Anyway, so I'm almost done with that hat. That was really funny. Oh gosh. I forgot to look up. No, I didn't. There was only one person who answered my comment question of the day, and that was Tracy. And so if you go on yesterday's video, you'll see her comment. She knits and crochets, but knitting is definitely slower, and it's something that I'll do if I want to like have a prolonged project. But if I'm working like this and like selling my stuff, then I'm definitely gonna crochet. I'm not even gonna like learn how to make a hat when I'm knitting. Screw that. So since I have to get going, today's comment question of the day is, have you ever gotten hit in the head? And if you have, with what? My answer to that is a peach. and a knee at some point. That sucked. But I'll tell you guys that story another time. Tomorrow, I hope to have 2 completed hats and at least a scarf started. So hopefully, you know. So I'm gonna go. You have the comment question of the day. Have you ever gotten hit in the head with anything? If so, what? If you have any comments, questions, or requests, please leave a comment in the comment section below. If you liked the video, please like it and share it. If you like me, please subscribe. It's just been easier to do it from my phone. I think if I'm doing it from my phone, I should just do it earlier, like at school or something. I think that'd be kind of fun. So hopefully this is my last late video. And I probably won't have very many introductions anymore because I'm not doing it from the computer. Anyways, good night and goodbye. Bye. 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 Bye.